Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I think you can hear me. Again, if you can hear me or not. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I think you can hear me. Wow, a police car was loud. Okay, let's go back. What is the internet we are getting right now? The internet is very slow. Wow. Okay, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Alright, stay live and give me more signal. The signal is actually really low. To figure that out, 2375 kbps. Let's go higher, let's go higher. Alright, we'll figure out the internet. We should have it soon. What does the first quote say today? The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Let's go. Who has the best AI voice today? Alright, police car is really loud. Really loud. Who's considered to have the best AI generated voices today? Element Labs, often cited as the benchmark for ultra realistic voice generation that captures tone. Captures tone, pacing, and emotion, widely regarded as the most human sourcing TTS currently available. That is incredibly loud. Wow. Well said Labs. Artlist AI trains on real voice actors and includes breathing pauses that boost realism. Respeecher stands out for voice cloning and extremely convincing likeness replication. Play.ht, huge selection of voices, great flexibility and style. Speechify, strong for accessibility and mobile usage. Amazon Polly, not the absolute but scalable and reliable. Naturalness and nuance with hundreds of voices across 35 languages. Okay, we'll go for you, Murph. Show me how good you are. Try text to speech for free. Promos. Document. It's kind of the bad part of having a bad I'm surprised how loud things are over here. I thought things wouldn't be that loud. Okay. Natalie. I like how it says young, middle-aged, super old.
Welcome to your next big leap. This fast-paced online training will sharpen your skills, boost your confidence, and get you results. Ask, get ready to learn, level up, and lead with impact. Let's dive in.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh no, I closed it. I don't know, I think it's gone. Okay. Today let's open X and let's see what do we have going on X. Broader concerns of all humanity. Twitter, 30 minutes. Let's go. What's your one word theme for 2026? Extra points for verbs. Okay. I'm Boris and I create Claude Code. Lots of people have asked how I use Claude Code, so I wanted to show off my setup a bit. Very surprisingly, vanilla Claude Code works great out of the box, so I personally don't customize it much. There is one Boris journey. Okay. There is no one correct way to use Claude Code. We intentionally build it in a way that you can use it, customize it, and hack it however you like. Each person on the Claude Code team uses it very differently. So here it goes. I run 5 Claudes in parallel in my terminal. I number my tabs 1 to 5 and use system notifications to know when a Claude needs input. I also run 5 to 10 Claudes on parallel with my local Claudes AI as I code in my terminal. I will often hand off local sessions to web or manually kick off sessions in Chrome. Sometimes I will teleport back and forth. I also start a few sessions from my phone every morning and throughout the day and check in on them later. Strengthen prompting to encourage Claude to enter plan mode more often. Verify guide agent URLs are correct. Deprecate stat sync and migrate to read write. Add first command with parallel agent. Reswitch fix background bash freezing issue. I use Opens 4.5 with thinking for everything. Okay, this is an instant repost. It's the best coding model I've ever used, and even though it's bigger and slower than Sonnet. Okay, I think we went to 3 bars now. You're doing pretty good. It's better at tool usage, almost faster than using a smaller model at the end. Single Claude MD for the Claude Code repo. Keep theirs up to date. On my coworker speak yesterday, I asked something to the Claude MD as part of the PR. It's our version of Dan Chipper's compounding engineering. Dan Chipper's CEO every. The only subscription you need to stay on the edge of AI. Start in plan mode. If my goal is to write a pull request, I will use plan mode and go back and forth with Claude until I like its plan. From there I switch into auto accept edits mode, and Claude can usually one shot at a good plan is really important. Dangerously script permissions. Instead I use permissions to pre-allow common bash commands that I know are safe in my environment to avoid unnecessary permission prompts and share with the team. Checked into our MCP JSON and shared with the team. Jeffrey Huntley. Pondering the ponderous about LLMs and applications and unhinged ways and doing it. With a background agent when it's done, I also use either permission. A way to verify its work. 2 to 3 weeks of quality of the final result. Claude tests every single change I land to. Using the Claude Chrome extension, it opens a browser, tests the UI, and iterates until the code works and the UX feels good. Verification looks different for each domain. It might be as simple as running a bash command, or running a test suite, or testing the app in browser or phone simulator. Making this rock solid. Be asleep before midnight most nights. Get 4 hours of defocus work done every weekday before 5 p.m. No work on weekends. What are yours? Wow. The reason is that this seems to be the optimal formula that maximizes time with the family while still letting me achieve my work goals. One more FaceTime my remote loved ones more often. No key out function for your phone. You will get all that done and more. My social media phone is in that box 23 hours a day. I don't have social media on my other phone or my computer. Happy New Year. Immersive cinema. The ceiling tile just collapsed during a screening of Maori Supreme in my theater. The ceiling tile just collapsed during a screening of Monty Supreme at my theater. Did a tub fall through? That was my first question. Are you okay? No one is hurt. Roof was leaking. Give my and give away the file. Epic marketing campaign. I'm curious about A24 now. We'll follow A24. Now playing Monty Supreme, coming soon. The Moment, Billion, How to Make a Killing, the drama. Whoa. Oh, what is this? Okay. How to Make a Killing. What is the story of How to Make a Killing? Let's go. Now, go fast, go faster. So far about How to Make a Killing. Everybody wants to win. He wants the world. Monty Supreme and Josh Safdie film starring Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet. Let's go.
I have a purpose. Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
Do the job?
No. Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence that I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what are you trying to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
That doesn't even enter my consciousness. That doesn't even enter my consciousness. That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Maybe it should.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I can help you.
Okay, what is this? Upcoming A24 film that leans into dark comedy plus crime thriller territory. Satirical take on ambition, money, and moral shortcuts. Very much in the A24 tradition of making uncomfortable ideas funny, stylish, and unsettling at the same time. Funny, stylish, and unsettling at the same time. The fantasy of winning at all costs. How modern success narratives quietly encourage ethical compromise. Characters believe they are doing rational right up until things spiral. Violence and humor intertwine, non-glorified but exposed. Think less slick crime fantasy and more what actually happens when people try to game reality itself. The title is intentionally double-edged. It's about money, but also about what ambition kills along the way: identity, relationships, innocence. Anti-hero focus rather than traditional protagonist. Moral ambiguity instead of clean good versus evil. Sharp tonal shifts, laughter, dread, reflection. Style doing philosophical work, not just aesthetics. It's a spiritually alongside A24 film that interrogate success, ego, and self-mythology, rather than celebrating them. In short, it's not a how-to, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. Sorry, baby. What is Sorry, baby? This is Jesse Eisenberg. Bruisingly honest and bitterly funny amongst the role of a new major talent. I love this movie as much as I envied it, and as my team of psychologists often tell me, deep envy is my highest form of praise. Deep envy is my highest form of praise. First five bagger of the year. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world immediately went on the second we got in the car. Success. Everybody wants to rule the world immediately went on the second we got in the car. Success. Fucking generational movie. Seated for round 2 with the whole fam this time. Let's go. Took a childhood friend who doesn't really watch many movies to see Monty Supreme, and by the end of it he was dancing down the stairs and going, it's Monty Supreme, movies are back. I saw his name in the credits and spent the last minute trying to figure out who the fuck Ben Gilliard was in Monty Supreme. Could I just Google whatever. Finally saw it again the other day and almost fell out of my chair when his face clicked for me. Insane casting. Lol. Who is that? Most shocking moment of the movie to me. That Oscar for casting would definitely go to Monty Supreme. Some remarkably inspired choices. Who is that? Who's he? Who's he? Ben Gilliard, American magician, comedian, author. Oh my god. I know Ben Gilliard. Whoa. Your brain recognizes the voice before your eyes catch up. What? Who was he? Ben Gilliard and Monty Supreme. Farmer who shoots a stranger in the face. That was Ben Gilliard. Oh my god. Shoots a stranger in the face while looking through. Oh my god. Where is that scene? Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, didn't realize that. It's crazy. Or the shot of the dog running in Monty Supreme, something to it. Wow, that shot of the dog running in Monty Supreme. Which one? Oh, look like a pig or something. Okay, now I remember. Hit this multiple times during Monty Supreme. Ball drop. How logged in I plan to be in 2026. The best opening credits to any movie I saw in 2025. So goddamn good. Genuinely tempted to buy a ticket for the next showtime and head back in. I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I watched the movies and I watched movie on kind of like the very first day, because I think that's magical. That's magical when you watch a movie on the very first second day, because I think I watched on 26th December, and that's pretty cool because you get to really experience the hype without people really knowing it, that what actually happened in there. With an obligation comes sacrifice. Got spanked with a real ping pong paddle. Monty Supreme and refused a butt double. He didn't want some other ass immortalized. Wait, it was Ben Gilliard in the movie. Me on the drive back from Monty Supreme. Oh my god, that was him. The mouse is back. It was actually really good. It's just true. He's such a bros, bro.
And we talk about everything from Chipotle, from Knicks, from Dune, from Josh Brolin, from the Goonies, everything. And he's just such a, it's just true, just a bros. Such a nice guy, he's a normal guy. Like, at the after party, we rap, we talk about Call of Duty and the Knicks and taking shots, and all of his buddies look like us. Like, they like, you know what I mean? Like, they're involved, like, look like they were, yeah, they were normal ass guys you grab a beer with. I was like, this guy's awesome. Like, so that solidified, like, this guy's a real guy. And just being on set with him, he was like Josh Stockton. I was like, oh, like, if I fumbled something or something, like, oh, what about you? Like, he would make me say the line. Like, he's that good. He knew everything back to front. And I literally told, like, there's a scene in the movie where I'm literally staring at him in Odessa. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm literally, like, my character's staring at them, and I'm just watching them argue, like, these are amazing actors. Like, I got a front row seat to amazing actors here. Like, this is how I think I told them, you know, I got thank you. Like, he was very humble, like, and she was like, oh, thank you. Like, it was just insane to see, like, I'm a part of this. It's like a professional, it's like you play basketball with Brunson. Like, yeah, I'm acting with these professional actors. Like, where do I get the balls to be doing this? So, that was cool, and just very humble, and helping me, anything with everything. It was a pleasure to work with. God bless you.
Mom is already quoting Monty Supreme. I guess you don't know about it. Anything about love. Odessa, Aziana's, Rachel, Mr. and Monty Supreme not playing. Yeah. I was completely charmed by Kodo Kawaguchi as Endo Kodo Kawaguchi. Okay, last post on the Mamdani thing. Core bargain is about reward individuality for those who maximize creation, risk taking, personal sacrifice. Do those well, and you drag the whole distribution curve upward, especially yourself. Even the bottom half benefits because surplus appears by people betting on themselves and eating the downside. And the rewards are unequal because the inputs are unequal. That asymmetry is the incentive gradient. It is not a bug. If you flatten it and you get stagnation, not fucking fairness. Communists and socialists tend to treat this gradient as immoral, as if unequal outcomes imply unequal worth. The system is simply pricing behavior, not ranking individuals. It is not immoral in the same way nature is not immoral. Every society that forgets this ends up rediscovering in the hard way, usually after running out of other people's risk capital. For years I shared predictions about how technology would reshape our world. We are still early in that journey, but we are getting closer. Every year, here's a look back at some of my predictions and the recent progress moving forward toward them. Play a big role in entertainment design. Music and entertainment will be plentiful and personalized for you and your mood. Today, Sania, one entirely AI-generated R&B artist, just became the first AI act ever to reach Billboard radio chart with How Was I Supposed to Know? Inevitably changed the structure of society, and we became the first VC investor in OpenAI. Hundreds of millions of weekly active users, few technologies, even the mobile phone, the web, or social networks have scaled to this level of global usage as fast as OpenAI. Restructuring the nature of work in society is clearly visible. The fastest growing app in history now has 800 million weekly users. Predicted carbon-heavy industries, cement, steel, agriculture, transportation, power will become solvable as entrepreneurs scale breakthrough tech. LanzaJet, accelerating the energy transition with our alcohol to jet technology by making sustainable aviation fuel from low-carbon ethanol reality. We looked into this. Hertha Metals. We looked into this too. Forterra is producing 15,000 ton per year low carbon cement plant, has been cost effectively producing cement for a year. Single step low cost steelmaking breakthrough. Yeah, this is like the first female steelmaking giant. Similar cost to coal based older process. Decarbonizing hard industries is no longer theoretical. CFS announces $1 billion power purchase. US unveils $80 billion plan for nuclear reactors. Retrofit coal and gas plants, providing clean, dispatchable power without rebuilding entire grids. And help to get Commonwealth fusion started. Fusion went from a backwaters with zero investment to a hot area for investing today and will likely be dominant source of electricity in the next 20 years. CFS Energy, let's go. Clean fusion energy to the planet, fast enough to matter for humanity's biggest challenges. For its future commercial reactor. Will emerge as a major clean energy alternative, still predicting more than 400 degrees Celsius is going to be proven and become dominant source of new geothermal. Okay. Quotes by Vinod Khosla. Quotes. State. An entrepreneur is someone who dares to dream the dreams and is foolish enough to try to make those dreams come true. Any problem is an opportunity. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. You have to invent the future you want. The willingness to fail gives us the freedom to succeed. It doesn't matter what your probability of failure is. If there's a 90% chance of failure, there's a 10% chance of changing the world. No one will pay you to solve a non-problem. No one will pay you to solve a non-problem. No one will pay you to solve a non-problem. What is the problem that I'm trying to solve? I think one problem that I'm trying to solve is also like, how do you get so engaged with your work? How do you find when we say that l'essentiel est invisible pour les yeux, that invisible is the essential, is invisible to the eyes. What do we mean over here? We mean over here that all these things that are visible and easier to measure start acting as proxy for things that really matter. That we think that measuring someone's money is an easier way to compare two people. But no, money is just a proxy for someone who is responsible. That doesn't mean that everybody who has money is responsible. Everybody who has money who thinks in an abundance mindset, everybody whose money is a value generator is a good contributor to the society. No, money is just a proxy for the things that matter, which are kind of invisible to the eyes. But they are just easier to measure. They're easier to measure. So what truly matters is, are you engaged with your work? Are you enjoying your work? Are you enjoying building momentum towards something? Are you enjoying going after something? That is an interesting problem. A lot of people are facing that. I was in an Uber ride right now, and that was pretty interesting. Like this guy, I think Uber drivers can become philosophers because they truly understand what are the problems of the society. Because this guy, he was just talking to everybody. He started talking to me, and I was really curious that, hey, what did you learn from all the people that you talked to? And he mentioned that there are, like, maybe 10 years ago, there was a massive kind of wave where people were going through divorces, and then they started asking him about his family and the living condition, and they were really surprised to learn that how just Indian people lived with massive families, and they were like, oh, I would love to do the same thing, and they feel isolated, they feel lonely, they feel alienated. And it's very interesting. Like right now, I just moved into one single apartment. I'm actually leaving some of my friends to move over here, but that doesn't mean that I'm lonely. I will now actually go out and actively try to find people with whom I align with and with whom I can spend time with. So it's very interesting. You want to get isolated to figure out that who you truly want to spend time with, and then focus on that the goal is connection, the goal is spending time with other people, the goal is not to alienate and start buying dogs and cats and use them as a proxy for connection. We don't want to use dogs and cats as a proxy for connection, definitely. Okay, it doesn't matter what your probability of failure is. There's a 90% chance of failure. No one will pay you to solve a non-problem, not thinking it's possible. No. Okay, right here. No one will pay you to solve a non-problem. I like that one. We'll add it to Cursor, Picasso, Steve Jobs. If you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Not thinking it's possible is a failure of imagination. Everybody else is afraid to fail. I do not really care about. I do not really care because when I fail, I try something new. When I fail, I try something new. Interesting. Super hot geothermal, more than 400 degrees Celsius on a real alternative. Mazama drilled into the hottest rock ever reached by an enhanced geothermal system, 331 degrees Celsius. Machines will replace 80% of doctors. 13 out of 15 studies show AI is rated more empathic than clinicians. Meta-analysis shows AI matches or exceeds doctors in diagnostic accuracy. Empathy across several specialities exceed human performance or will arrive faster than expected. Bedside manner. Okay. The next 10 years, data science and software will do more for medicine than all biological sciences combined. Data science and software. Sword Health. Artificial intelligence to heal our world. Synchronic. Neurotechnology to unlock the brain. Ellipsis Health. Sage, our emotionally intelligent AI voice agent, automates care management to expand capacity and support patients. Ellipsis Limbic. RAD, care delivery, mental health, radiology, organ engineering. There will be billion plus programmers, all programming in human language, dramatically increasing the 40 million users and projected $1 billion in revenue next year, which dramatically expanding what software can do. Every child will have access to a personalized AI tutor. C K-12 AI tutor Flexi is available to students over 300 language dialects, serving millions of monthly users worldwide with a free non-profit AI tutor. We will be capable of having near free AI tutors for every child. Much of what teachers do today, freeing them to focus on mentorship. Access private schools are powered by artificial intelligence teachers. Which reminds me, I was just watching a really cool video, and I will actually share that with a friend who I just met for dinner. Share and send. Okay, perfect. Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. We are in 21st century. Why is Wi-Fi slow? Okay, flying will be faster. We'll have Mach 5 planes that get us from NYC to London in 90 minutes on sustainable aviation fuel, making the world closer. Hermes Corp recently integrated the tail and wing of its quarter-horse Mk2 vehicle, advancing further toward hypersonic commercial flight. Going slower but still likely to make big leaps very soon, first military, then commercial. Let's go. The future won't be invented by today's experts, it will be built by the entrepreneurs inventing the future they want. Startups' patents grow much more influential than university incumbent patents as the years go on. Grow much more influential than the university incumbent patents. Won't be invented by today's experts, but by entrepreneurs inventing the future they want. Across energy, medicine, education. Which are predictions about how technology will reshape the world. We are still a year. Good thread. Beast. Not thinking it's possible is failure of imagination. Everybody else is afraid to fail. I do not really care, because when I fail, I try something new. One off is to ask questions we didn't know to ask. The only way you multiply resources is with technology. On technology and the future, big data will replace the need for 80% of all doctors. The way that would be frowned upon in a big company. Doctors can be replaced by software. 80% of them can. Good isn't good enough. Great is barely acceptable. Some people seem to think that getting acquired should be the highest aspiration for entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley. I disagree vehemently. Bold ambition, embracing failure as part of success, and using technology to solve huge problems. Let's go. Okay. Refresh. Give me for 1 hour. And let's go. So we hit 30 minutes. Okay. LanzaJet. Right here. 100 most influential companies. Okay. History made. Someday is now. Today, LanzaJet Freedom Pines Fuels facility in Soperton, Georgia. We will involve many thought impossible. Non-oil based aviation fuel entirely compatible with today's fuels aircraft and infrastructure. Airbus breakthrough prize, I think. What is this? Let's go. Breakthrough energy, investing in energy innovations to accelerate the path to net zero. Okay, British Airways, LanzaTech, Microsoft, MIT, Shell, Energy. I think energy is the US Department of Energy. What's possible? It's about farmers and producers, airlines and energy leaders, engineers and innovators, all working together to transform the future of flight.
Years of engineering, partnerships, and purpose, all leading to return. At Freedom Pines Fuels, LanzaJet has taken ethanol and transformed it into aviation fuel. Not theory, not promise, product. The world's first commercial alcohol-to-jet fuel. Produced here, ready for takeoff. Because progress is
Some days now. Long time ago.
Around the country. Everything from where to leave to how to get around. The company's chief engineer and founder is 27-year-old Elon. This company famous.
23.
It's a classic Silicon Valley story. Before there was a vintage Jaguar, a 6-figure salary, the cute dog, and a nice house to share with the pretty girlfriend, there was the two with only he rule.
It was just a massive. And I lived in it too in Charlotte.
We found that an office was actually cheaper than apartment in Silicon Valley, and we got this dinky little office that had a leaky roof. It was just the nastiest place you could imagine. I lived in it too and showered at the YMCA. This lasted for about 3 or 4 months, and the reason we chose this office in addition to it being pretty cheap was that there was an internet service provider on the floor below, so we were able to get really cheap internet access by drilling a hole in the floor and connecting to the server directly. Less than a year after this interview, Compaq would purchase Zip2 for $307 million in cash. What he thinks the future of the internet will be, to which Elon responds, I think the internet is the be-all and end-all of media. One will see print, broadcast, radio, essentially all media folding into the internet. What the internet amounts to is it's the first two-way communication medium that is intelligent. It allows consumers to choose what they want to see, when they want to see. This is all you got. One life, one body, one shot to see how far you can actually go. So take the chances, take all of them. Risk the embarrassment, risk the failure, risk looking foolish in pursuit of something that matters. Playing it safe gets you nothing worth having. Swing for the fences, bet on yourself, go all in on the thing that terrifies you. Leave it all out there. Every ounce of effort, every bit of energy, every piece of yourself, because you don't get another round. This is it. So dance when you feel like dancing, work until your hands shake, play like you are, suffer on purpose to find out what you are made of, push yourself into the fire to see what comes out the other side. Make a name, make an impact, make something that outlives you, because you're here once, and burn this one life down to nothing in pursuit of everything. outlives you, because you are here once and burn this one life down to nothing in pursuit of everything. In pursuit of everything. In relentless pursuit of my potentiel. Earn it daily. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Be aggressively delusional. Only hits. Be aggressively delusional about your future until it's simply your present. The vision is yours, and it's supposed to look insane from the outside. Stay so committed to it that reality, in relentless pursuit of my potential. Be aggressive. Your present, the vision is yours, and it's supposed to look insane from the outside. Stay so committed to it that reality has no choice but to adjust. Believe so hard in what you are building that the present starts bending toward it, and one day you will wake up and that thing everyone call impossible will just be your life, and they will ask how you did it, and you will tell them you never stopped believing. You just started working like it was inevitable. Not everyone is going to do what you are going to do, and that realization is freeing. Once you accept it, you don't need everyone to understand, don't need everyone to approve, don't need everyone to match your energy or your effort or your vision. Most are fine with fine, content with comfortable, satisfied with stable, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you are not most people. You need more, require more, are willing to sacrifice more to get more, and that's okay. Stop trying to bring people along who don't want to come. Stop explaining yourself to people who have already decided you are too much. Just go harder, go further. Eventually the results will be undeniable. And I wonder, developing a film curriculum for myself. I like movies, but I'm trying to make a serious study of the medium. Is there anything I definitely have to include and enrich in the classics? But I'm most curious about films people personally find exceptional. American Graffiti is my all-time favorite film. Where were you in '62? Wow. One-shot manga by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Tradition return to theirs over the holidays is one of the best, with too many gems to count. Stare hard at Silicon Valley and China in the fullness of the beauty and horror. It's a thing I hope Silicon Valley can learn to do more, because maybe the one durable moat possible for systems versus theirs. Sans titre. Let's go. Dan Wang. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to see how he ends. Led me to the work of German painter Karl Grossberg, the Wikimedia. I've known that Christmas is a good time to write emails. I started my manuscript this time last year, and I are writing from Bali. Tropical Asia makes for great writing retreats. We have lazy mornings that feature a swim and a big breakfast. Then we spend the rest of the day writing before going out in the evening for some really spicy food. Baked goods. I think its croissants are even better than in Paris. Copenhagen. We looked into Copenhagen. Then I found myself wondering about the quality distribution of croissants throughout the continent. They're not so good in Spain and in Italy. I believe that Italy and Spain have the best overall cuisine in Europe, but they have been less interested in producing excellent baked goods. Is it because they don't have as good butter? It's getting better croissants in big cities, which once more makes me appreciate that America has excellence across many cuisines. though they tend to be scattered. Mother, after one of my television appearances, she called me to say, "Son, you look terrible. Are you sick?" Except that she, a former TV news anchor, has standing to judge. Still, I could only reply with a quivering voice, "Mom, you're so mean." For reading a draft of this section discussing the core ideas with me. I wish that the tech world could learn to present broader cultural appeal. I hope that Silicon Valley could learn some of the humorousness of New York, or at least LA. It's unfortunate that any show or movie made about Silicon Valley is full of awkward nerds. By contrast, Hollywood reliably finds attractive leads when it makes movies about Wall Street. So long as the tech world is talking about the machine god and the antichrist, so long as it declines to read more broadly, so long as it is mostly inward looking, it will continue to alienate big parts of the world. But the longer I'm in California, the more easy I find it to be a sunny optimist. So I'm hopeful that the lovable nerds there will be able to present their own smiling optimism to the rest of the world. People have agency. The country that is ahead at any given moment will commit mistakes driven by overconfidence, while the country that is behind will feel the crack of the whip to reform. Implosion is always in motion. I was on top of the world witnessing the omni shambles of the Western pandemic response combined with the political disgrace of January 6th. So he proceeded to smack around tech founders and initiate a controlled demolition of the property sector, which are two of the policies most responsible for economic sluggishness today. Grip on its weakness. If either falls true behind the other, the laggard will sweat to catch up. That triumph of mean, that competition will go on for years and decades. While the rich have access to concierge doctors and the world's best healthcare, the United States cannot organize a pandemic response. Bioprosperity for the individual and measles for the many. I learned recently that the Bay Area has 26 separate transit agencies. So many unconcerted efforts. Whether we can accuse the California government of supporting the will of the people by making so little progress on its high-speed rail, which was approved by referendum. California rail authorities take more pride in creating jobs than doing the job. Use the language from American foreign policy at home. Why talk about American credibility only in terms of combat? Deliver on big projects after spending so much money constitute a more severe blow to the credibility of the American project. State of the US defense industrial base really deterring adversaries. Alright, you can't see me now because it's so good at celebrating in its history either. 2026 is the 250th anniversary of the country's founding. Where are the monuments to exalt that history? Most of the planned celebrations looks built a technological specimen as sublime as the Golden Gate Bridge, the Hoover Dam, or the Apollo missions, but have gotten around to starting a project that has no chance of being completed in its term. Lack of action due to the expectation of long timelines.